The streets of Manila can feel like a gladiatorial arena where only the nimblest and most strategic riders survive. Commuting without haste and without bursting your budget demands a sidekick that's as light on its feet as it is on your wallet. The Skygo Blink125 2025 emerges as that ideal companion, combining futuristic styling with everyday practicality. In this short video, we'll unfold every dimension of the Blink125, celebrating its strengths, acknowledging its quirks, and sprinkling in a dash of humor to keep you grinning through the pothole pandemonium. Design and styling. Sitting astride the Blink125, you immediately sense that Skygo approached its design with the ambition of sculpting kinetic art. Its body panels flow in sharp, athletic lines that look ready to spring into motion even at a standstill. Available in a spectrum of urban chic colors, from glossy white to matte black with bold accent stripes, this scooter invites you to express your personality without uttering a word. The halogen headlamp and tail lamp may not boast LED glamour, but they project a focused beam that cuts through nighttime haze with no-nonsense clarity. In the end, the Blink125 styling strikes a confident balance, futuristic enough to turn heads but practical enough to avoid screaming, "Look at me," in a crowded parking lot. Engine and performance. At its heart lies a 125 cubic centimeters air-cooled, 4-stroke single-cylinder engine purpose-built for city sprinting rather than interstate Grand Prix. Generating 9 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 8.5 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, the Blink125 delivers brisk acceleration off the line, ideal for weaving past crawling traffic or slipping through gaps that sedans can only dream of. The CVT automatic gearbox eliminates clutch learning curves and gearshift jitters, so every twist of the throttle feels smooth and predictable. Dual start options, electric for your lazy Sunday or kickstart for the self-reliant adventurer, underscore Skygo's nod to both modern convenience and analog nostalgia. Put simply, this engine won't challenge superbikes, but it'll outweak gridlock morning and evening. Comfort and ergonomics. Falling into the saddle, you notice the thoughtfully padded seat and a 760mm seat height that allows most riders to plant both feet firmly on the pavement. Weighing in at just 115 kilograms curb, the Blink125 remains light enough for nimble lane changes while feeling stable enough when gusty winds try to steal your lunch money. Its telescopic front forks and swing-arm rear suspension soak up Manila's notorious road scarring with a satisfying plushness, transforming each crater or bump into a minor footnote rather than a jolting headline. The ergonomics strike a sweet spot, upright enough to prevent backache during traffic standstills, yet leaning you slightly forward to suggest purpose and momentum. For the rider who values comfort as much as quick point-to-point performance, this scooter ticks all the boxes. Features and technology. Skygo equips the Blink125 with enough functional gadgets to impress without overwhelming those who just want to ride. A front disc brake teams with a rear drum setup to deliver confident stopping power, crucial when that hable driver lurches unpredictably into your lane. The pass switch flashes your headlight at will, warning oblivious motorists that you're breezing past with righteous vengeance. An engine check indicator eyes the power plant's wellness, alerting you to minor issues before they escalate into roadside dramas. Added security arrives in the form of a shutter lock, keeping opportunistic scooter snatchers at bay. Taken together, these features map out a user experience that's simple yet reassuringly thorough. Fuel efficiency and running costs. In a country where every peso counts, the Blink125's claimed 45 to 50 km/L fuel economy feels like finding extra coins in your pocket. This efficiency transforms daily errands, weekend mall runs, or office commutes into virtually guilt-free missions, sparing your budget for that extra caffeine fix. Routine maintenance only demands basic consumables, oil filters, drive belts, brake pads, that keep service bills modest. Skygo's parts network across major Filipino cities means you're never far from a genuine replacement. By prioritizing simplicity and reliability, the Blink125 ensures your total cost of ownership remains as lightweight as its curb weight. Pricing and value proposition. At an SRP of 62,000 Philippine peso, the Skygo Blink125 stakes its claim in a crowded 125 cubic centimeters market alongside stalwarts like the Honda Beat and Yamaha Mio. What sets it apart, however, isn't just its aggressive styling or peppy engine, it's the way Skygo packages these attributes without padding the price excessively. Yes, a few pesos could have pushed it even lower, but you'll struggle to find another scooter with this combination of fit, finish, and functional flair for the same outlay. In essence, the Blink125 challenges you to consider intangible values, character, personality, and daily riding joy, alongside sticker price. Owner sentiment. Feedback from Philippine riders averages around 3.8 out of 5 stars, reflecting a generally positive but discerning audience. Owners celebrate its brisk engine response, featherlight handling, and the comfort of its suspension in traffic-choked cityscapes. They also applaud Skygo's straightforward servicing and the availability of replacement parts across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Their only real bugbear. Wishing for a slice more value, perhaps a lower SRP or upgraded rear braking. Overall, though, these voices echo a common theme: the Blink125 delivers the most important thing for urban commuters, a reliable, entertaining partner on 2 wheels. Rev those engines, gearheads. If you love motorcycles and cars, buckle up and hit that subscribe button, and join our community. Thanks for tuning in. Specifications in perspective. When you distill the Blink125 into numbers, 125 cubic centimeters engine, 9 horsepower, 8.5 Newton meters, 760 millimeters seat height, 115 kilograms weight, 5.8 L tank capacity, it might read like any other entry-level scooter spec sheet. But numbers alone don't capture how that 9 horsepower feels when you carve through rush hour bottlenecks, or how the 115 kilograms curb weight translates to confidence during sudden direction changes. The slender 5.8 L tank suddenly becomes a source of liberation when you realize you can ride nearly a full day on one fill-up. Facts and figures ground your expectations, but it's the real-world synergy of these specs that makes the Blink125 uniquely suited to Filipino city life. Strengths and trade-offs. Every machine offers compromises, and the Blink125 is no exception. Its sharp styling and peppy engine form its greatest strengths, turning mundane commutes into spirited jaunts. Lightweight handling and fuel efficiency rank high on the commuter's wish list, and Skygo delivers both with aplomb. On the flip side, the rear drum brake feels conservative, and panel fitment occasionally reveals budget-grade tolerances upon close inspection. Yet these trade-offs rarely eclipse the overall package, especially when balanced against its price and everyday usability. Final verdict. The Skygo Blink125 2025 stands out as a well-rounded urban scooter that doesn't take itself too seriously but still gets the job done with panache. It won't lasso trophy wins at track days, nor will it masquerade as a luxury maxi scooter. Instead, it embraces its role as an unassuming city warrior. If your daily routine demands reliability, economy, and a dash of style, combined with the freedom to weave through chaos, this is your ride. In the grand narrative of Manila's daily commute, the Blink125 writes its chapters in concise, confident strokes. Beyond the basics. Eager to personalize your Blink125? Consider street art, inspired vinyl wraps echoing local jeepney motifs, or a slip-on exhaust to add a throaty growl to your city prowls. For maintenance aficionados, scheduling belt and brake inspections every 3,000 kilometers ensures your scooter stays as spry as the day you first kicked its tires. And if you're curious how it measures up against the latest Mio or the SkyDrive crossover, a head-to-head test ride at your nearest dealership will settle the debate. After all, the best scooter is the one that feels like an extension of you, Blink125 included.